Ladies and gentlemen, before we begin with the serious stuff, we need to have a quick aura check. If you guys know this song, your aura is just flying through the roof, and you're already here to go. Starting with, have you heard this song? Yes, you can stop discussing. This song is a very famous song related to brain rot. To begin with, until you make the unconscious conscious, it will direct your life and you will call it fate. These words by Carl Jung have never been more dangerous than they are today. It's 11 p.m. The house is silent. You told to yourself that you would sleep an hour ago, but here you are. You're so exhausted, your eyes are stinging, and your neck is so stiff. So, very pleasant morning to one and all gathered here. I'm Anushka of grade 11. Welcome to the vulnerability ward. Why digital exhaustion is a gateway to mind control. You are just scrolling now and again. So that is where your mind control is exactly going to begin. There is a twilight human psyche that believes that winding down or just scrolling your phone again and again, you are like an unknown wavering path for external influence. Yes, it is that external influence, brain rot or brainwashing. That is where our brain operates on a finite fuel resources called cognitive resources. Every decision you made today, starting from what to wear, how to mail, that burned that fuel. When you hit your pillow with your phone, the executive function, the CEO of your brain starts to function. That is where the executive function, your brain mind control just begins. Not with a brain control, but with an exhausted mind. Previous year of 2025, influence doesn't look like brainwashing, but indeed it is. That you are never going to realize. When you know that your algorithms feeds according to your interests, if the algorithm feeds something which is insulting you, you obviously become angry, and there are chances you even break your phone. If the algorithm feeds in this way, you start buying things you no longer need. As Sidney J. Harris has once proclaimed, the real danger is not that computers will become like men, but men will become like computers. When you're so exhausted, you stop thinking critically and you start reacting binary. That is where we are no longer the pilot of our own thoughts. We become the passengers of a vehicle which mainly focuses on profit maximizing code. Yes, profit maximizing code. To continue with, why does this even happen? Because digital exhaustion is like a gold mine. That is an attention economy, which mainly doesn't want you to be focused, but want you to be fatigued. A focused mind definitely asks questions, but a fatigued mind just buys or shares. You never realize that every night you have been tricked by your brain, where you're giving the generous gift of mind to a machine that does not even love you back. Not only that, you are giving your highest subconscious to the highest bidder. So do we have to close the gateway of digital exhaustion? So do we have to seal the vulnerability wall? This is where you have to think. Your phone is never ever a relaxation tool. And that is where you have to understand. You have to build fences of focus, starting with declare a digital sunset. How will you even declare a digital sunset? That is where you have to think. You have to just give your brain 30 minutes of silence before you sleep. Secondly, protect your subconscious. How are you going to protect your subconscious? Read a difficult book. Are you not able to read? It's mainly because your brain is already exhausted. But you're able to scroll the entire night. Overall, to sum up, we can conclude that never ever forget the words of Carl Jung. Until you make the unconscious conscious, it will direct your life and you will call it fate. These words are ever inspiring to any one of you. And remember that your time here and your efforts matter a lot more than anything else. Reclaim your silence and succeed in your life. Thank you all.